With Phillies lefty Cole Hamels potentially available at the trade deadline, a lot of Red Sox fans say the team should go out and grab this guy. But I'll tell you why they shouldn't make that move, but that they should use their resources to make an offer on another big-name pitcher. Hey everybody, it's Paulie. Welcome back to This Week in Red, where we're talking all things Red Sox and Major League Baseball. Now that we're in July, trade rumors are heating up all around baseball, and a lot of them seem to center on Phillies lefty Cole Hamels. The Phillies are in last place in the NL East, and Hamels will be a free agent at the end of the season, and it doesn't look like the Phillies are really going to be in play to retain his services. So the best option for the Phils at this point is to go out and try and trade Hamels for a package of players that'll help them down the road. Now, as the Red Sox search for that missing link in their rotation, that #1 go-to starter, something that they thought they'd have in Jon Lester, Josh Beckett, and Clay Buchholz, but because of injuries and ineffectiveness, they've gotten none of that from those three guys. Sox fans say they should go out and get Hamels. But I wouldn't make this move because I think the Red Sox already have Cole Hamels on their team in the person of Jon Lester. The problem is Lester has not been effective this year. He really has not pitched like an ace, and he's been very disappointing. And as much as I like Jon Lester, he has not done the job for the Sox this year and has been one of the major disappointments on the team. So I wouldn't go get Hamels because I've already got him on my team in Lester, and if Lester doesn't pitch like Hamels, Red Sox probably aren't going anywhere anyways. But you know what? Nick Cafardo with the Boston Globe, who covers the team, brought something up in a column a few days ago that was very interesting. And he suggested that the Red Sox, if they're going to make a move for a pitcher, they should take Jon Lester and Jacoby Ellsbury, package those two guys and maybe another minor leaguer, and offer them to the Seattle Mariners for King Felix Hernandez. And you know, when I read that, I said, you know what? That's a trade that makes a lot of sense. Now, I'm not saying that King Felix is available. The Mariners say that they're happy with him. He signed through 2014, and they're not looking to trade him. That was the case last year when the Yankees were sniffing around, and I still think it's the case. I think the Mariners are telling the truth. But you know what? If you call up their GM, if you're the Red Sox, and say, I'll give you Jon Lester, who's from the Pacific Northwest, and I'll give you Jacoby Ellsbury, a potential perennial all-star player who played his college ball at Oregon State, you just might get the Mariners to bite on this. And if you've got King Felix coming back to Boston, what you have if you're the Red Sox is event-style baseball. Something the Red Sox have not had since the days of Pedro Martinez, when it was must-see baseball to be at Fenway Park on the days that Pedro Martinez pitched. They could have that all over again if they bring Felix Hernandez east and trade Jon Lester and Jacoby Ellsbury. Now listen, I'd make this trade if I was the Red Sox, because as much as I like Lester and as much as I think his potential still hasn't been fully tapped, they definitely, no doubt, can give Lester to the Mariners and let him develop there and bring King Felix back in return. There's no question, King Felix is a better pitcher. And yes, you'd have to give up Jacoby Ellsbury as well, who could turn out to be a perennial all-star player. But for right now, with all his injuries, being injured 2 of the last 3 seasons, sandwiching that around an MVP season, I think Ellsbury's too much of a risk to give a mega contract to. And if you're not going to give him a big contract, you might as well move him for a piece like Felix Hernandez. Now again, I'm not saying the Mariners are going to make this move, but if I'm the Red Sox and I'm thinking of going out and getting Cole Hamels, I got a better idea. I call the Mariners and I say, Lester and Ellsbury for Felix Hernandez, what do you think? But what would you guys do? Would you just try to get Cole Hamels in here to play out the rest of the season? Or would you try and make that big move and bring King Felix to Boston? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends about This Week in Red.